Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into a mystery that's both captivating and chilling.
Mm-hmm.
The Phantom Cosmonauts.
Right.
You've probably heard whispers of this,
Yeah.
stories about the Soviet Union, the intense Cold War space race, and the possibility that they might have covered up tragic losses in their early space program.
It's possible.
But what's the reality behind these rumors?
Right.
We've got a stack of research, firsthand accounts, and even some of those eerie radio transmissions.
Oh, wow.
Sparked the whole conspiracy.
That's a fascinating story that goes beyond just space exploration.
Okay.
It delves into the very human desire for achievement, the pressures of national pride, and the lengths to which governments might go to control their image on the world stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Cold War was the perfect breeding ground for this kind of secrecy.
Absolutely.
The USSR was fiercely determined to project an image of strength and success. Right. Especially against their rivals in the West.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, so
About it.
any failure, any hint of weakness would have been a massive propaganda blow for the Soviets.
Totally.
So the stakes were incredibly high. This wasn't just about science. It was about ideology, national pride, and global dominance.
So with that pressure cooker of a context in mind, let's look at some of the evidence.
Right.
One of the most compelling pieces comes from these two Italian brothers.
Oh, okay.
Achille and Giovanni Giudica Cordelia.
Interesting.
They were amateur radio operators, but they were serious about their hobby. They set up a listening station, Tory Burt, outside Turin. And what they claimed to pick up in the early 1960s is the stuff of nightmares.
Oh, really? Like literally?
So they claim to have intercepted distressed radio transmissions.
From Soviet space missions? Missions that were never officially acknowledged.
That's right.
Now imagine listening in on these faint signals from space, hearing what you believe to be the final moments of cosmonauts lost in the void.
Right.
It's a chilling thought, isn't it?
Absolutely. Some of these recordings are just heartbreaking.
Oh, wow.
One that really stands out is from November 1960. Just months before Yuri Gagarin's official flight, they say they picked up a fading heartbeat.
A heartbeat?
Yeah, like someone was slowly dying out there.
Oh, gosh.
Alone in the vastness of space.
And then there's the recording from February 1961, just weeks before Gagarin became the first man in space.
Right.
This one features a panicked voice crying out in Russian.
Really?
I am hot. I am burning. I am returning to Earth.
Oh, my goodness.
Too fast. Too fast. Then silence.
That's terrible.
Even if you set aside the question of their authenticity for a moment, the emotional impact of these recordings, particularly that one, is undeniable.
It really is.
Yeah.
The brothers claim to have other recordings, too, a muffled conversation.
Oh, really?
That sounded like a failed docking attempt with some kind of early space station, rhythmic tapping that some people interpreted as Morse code.
Wow.
Maybe a desperate attempt to signal for help.
Oh, gosh.
It really paints a picture of a hidden, tragic side to the Soviet space program.
Now, at the time, a lot of people were skeptical.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They had questioned the brothers' equipment, their motives, everything.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Right.
The Giudica brothers had accurately documented other Soviet space flights, including Sputnik and Gagarin's mission.
Right.
So you have to wonder, were they really onto something here?
It seems like it.
Were they listening in on a hidden chapter of the space race that the Soviets were determined to bury?
That brings up a big question. If these tragedies did happen, how could the Soviets keep something like this under wraps, especially with people listening in from all over the world?
The answer lies in the Soviet system itself. This was a regime built on secrecy and control. Information was tightly managed. And they were masters at manipulating the narrative.
Wow.
Think about it. Political figures who fell out of favor literally vanished from photographs. Their very existence denied.
It's like something out of a dystopian novel.
Exactly.
Erasing people from history like they never existed.
And this wasn't just limited to photographs.
Oh, really?
Consider the case of cosmonaut Valentin Bondarenko. He died in a horrific training accident in 1961.
Oh, my goodness.
But the Soviet Union kept his death a secret for almost 20 years.
Really?
They simply pretended he never existed?
So if they were willing to erase individuals from history,
Yeah.
was to say they wouldn't do the same. With entire missions that threaten their carefully constructed image of infallibility.
Right.
Especially when those missions represented a potential failure in the ultimate contest of the Cold War.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because it's not just the radio transmissions and the culture of secrecy that point to this possibility.
Yeah.
There are other clues out there,
Okay.
whispers and rumors that, when pieced together, paint a very unsettling picture.
Like what?
We're talking about unexplained gaps in the official Soviet launch logs. Rumors of launch towers being hastily dismantled.
Oh, wow.
Right after certain unreported launches.
Okay.
And even whispers of unmarked graves in remote locations.
Really?
But it's a pattern that's difficult to ignore.
And then there are the first-hand accounts.
Yeah.
Stories from people who were actually there.
Right.
We have former Soviet officials, some from the KGB, who came forward after the collapse of the Soviet Union with tales about missions that were scrubbed from the record.
Wow.
Cosmonauts whose names were never spoken again.
There are also accounts from Gulag survivors.
Really?
People who claim they witnessed others being recruited for these shadowy scientific programs, disappearing into the vast Soviet system, never to be seen again.
Wow.
Remember, the Gulag was a network of forced labor camps, often used for dangerous and secretive projects.
Yeah.
So the idea that the Soviets might have used prisoners for these high-risk space missions isn't as far-fetched as it might sound.
It paints a really dark picture. Individuals sacrificed in the name of national ambition.
Right.
Their stories lost to history.
Yeah.
One of those chilling pieces of evidence I came across was a diary entry.
Oh, wow.
That supposedly surfaced from the Soviet era.
Okay.
Just one line that really sends shivers down your spine.
Yeah.
Another one lost to the stars.
Oh.
No name.
Wow.
No return.
It's a haunting thought.
It is.
And it really gets to the heart of this mystery. If these Phantom Cosmonauts were real, what happened to them?
Right.
Were their deaths the result of simple accidents? Or were they victims of a system that valued secrecy and victory above human life?
So let's try to make sense of all this.
Okay.
What are the main theories about what really happened to these lost cosmonauts?
The first theory, and perhaps the most straightforward one, is the cover-up theory. This argues that there were indeed cosmonauts lost in these early missions.
Right.
And the Soviet Union, obsessed with maintaining their image of flawless success, simply covered it all up.
Okay.
They erased the missions from the record, silenced anyone who knew the truth, and presented a carefully crafted narrative to the world.
That would certainly explain the radio transmissions, the gaps in the records, and the testimonies from those who claim to have witnessed this erasure firsthand.
Exactly.
But there are other theories, too.
Yeah.
Some people argue that maybe those radio transmissions weren't actually from lost cosmonauts.
Okay.
Maybe they were faked.
Faked.
Yeah, perhaps by the Judica Cordelia brothers themselves.
But why would they do that?
Well, maybe they were seeking attention, notoriety, maybe even a bit of Cold War mischief. It was a tense time.
Right.
And playing a prank on the Soviets could have been seen as a daring act.
I guess.
However, as we mentioned before,
Right.
they did have a proven track record of accurately documenting other Soviet space missions.
Right.
And some voice analysis suggests that those recordings might be authentic.
Oh, wow.
Even matching regional dialects consistent with Siberian conscripts.
Wait, Siberian conscripts? Can you explain that a little more?
Sure. Conscripts in this context means young men who were forced into military service.
Okay.
The Soviet Union had a massive draft system.
Right.
And many of those drafted were sent to Siberia, a vast and often unforgiving region.
Yeah.
Now, if those voices on the recordings are authentic
Yeah.
and match Siberian dialects,
Uh-huh.
it raises the question,
Okay.
why would the Soviets be using conscripts for these missions?
That leads us down a very dark path, doesn't it?
It does.
Hmm.
It brings up the possibility that the Soviets, desperate to win the space race at any cost,
Right.
might have used unofficial test subjects
Really?
for these dangerous early flights.
Oh, wow.
People who wouldn't be missed,
Okay.
whose disappearance wouldn't raise any eyebrows.
So instead of risking the lives of their trained cosmonauts, they might have sent prisoners,
Right.
political dissidents,
Uh-huh.
people they deemed expendable.
Wow.
Up in those early capsules.
It's a horrifying thought,
right? Yeah.
But it fits with what we know about the Soviet system.
Yeah.
They had a history of using forced labor for dangerous projects, and the Gulag was a brutal place where human life was often treated as cheap.
Right.
So we've got the cover-up theory, the fake transmission theory,
okay,
and this really unsettling idea of unofficial test subjects.
Right.
What are some of the other possibilities?
Well, some people believe that maybe these weren't intentional missions gone wrong, but rather re-entry accidents.
Re-entry accidents.
Yeah, imagine a capsule burning up in the atmosphere during re-entry, leaving no trace. It would be a convenient way to explain missing cosmonauts.
Right.
They wouldn't even have to lie.
Yeah.
They could simply say they never launched a mission in the first place.
And of course, we can't forget about the possibility of disinformation.
Oh.
This was the Cold War.
Yeah.
Time of spies and propaganda.
Absolutely.
Could the Soviets have deliberately staged these transmissions, these supposed cries for help, to mislead the West?
Interesting.
To make them think they were further ahead in the space race than they actually were.
It's a fascinating idea.
Yeah.
Imagine creating these elaborate ruses, these audio dramas played out across the vastness of space.
Yeah.
All to sow confusion and doubt among your rivals. It would certainly fit with the Soviet penchant for secrecy and manipulation.
But if that's the case, it raises another disturbing question.
What's that?
Who were the voices on those recordings?
Yeah.
Were they actors? Or were they real cosmonauts knowingly sacrificing themselves for the sake of a Cold War mind game?
It's a chilling thought.
It really is.
And it really highlights the moral complexities of that era. The lines between truth and deception, heroism and sacrifice were often blurred in the pursuit of national dominance.
So we've explored a lot of different theories, but the truth is no one knows for sure what happened.
Right.
And the Russian government, even after the fall of the Soviet Union, has continued to deny any knowledge of these so-called phantom cosmonauts.
Their silence, in a way, only deepens the mystery. It makes you wonder what they're still hiding.
Yeah.
What secrets of that era remain buried.
It's like a puzzle with missing pieces.
Right.
And each new bit of information we find a declassified document. A satellite image.
Yeah.
A whispered account from someone who was there. Just adds another layer of intrigue to the story.
It's what makes this story so captivating.
It really is.
It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about history, ambition, and the price of progress. Were these phantom cosmonauts real? Were they victims of a system that valued secrecy and national prestige above human life? And what does it say about us, the ones left behind, if we allow their sacrifices, their stories to be forgotten?
It's a heavy question.
Yeah.
And leads us to think about the broader implications of this mystery.
Absolutely.
What can we learn from this story? What does it tell us about the human desire for achievement, the pressure to win at all costs?
Yeah.
And what about the individuals who might have been lost in that pursuit?
Yeah.
The cosmonauts whose names we may never know, whose stories remain untold.
Their sacrifices, if real,
Right.
were made in the name of pushing the boundaries of human exploration. Mm-hmm. Yet they remain unacknowledged.
Yeah.
Their contributions erased from the official record.
It's sad.
It reminds us that history is often written by the victors.
Right.
And that the truth can be a fragile thing, easily manipulated, suppressed, or simply forgotten.
It really makes you think, like, about the hidden costs of progress.
Right.
And how easily those sacrifices can be swept under the rug, you know, in the name of national pride or political expediency.
It does. And it reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge, of pushing those boundaries, should never come at the expense of human life or the suppression of truth.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility to remember these lost voices, to acknowledge the possibility that there's more to the story than we've been told.
So where do we go from here?
Right.
We've examined the evidence.
Right.
We've explored the theories.
Yeah.
But the truth about the Phantom Cosmonauts remains elusive.
It does.
Is it possible that we'll ever get definitive answers?
It's hard to say. The Russian government has remained tight-lipped about these events.
Yeah.
And it's unlikely they'll release any damning information anytime soon.
Right.
But that doesn't mean the search for truth is over.
Okay.
There are still archives to be explored, documents to be declassified,
right,
and perhaps even witnesses who are yet to share their stories.
It makes you wonder what else is out there.
Yeah.
What other secrets of the Cold War and the space race are still waiting to be uncovered.
Exactly. And maybe that's the real value of this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just about solving a mystery. It's about keeping that curiosity alive, questioning the official narratives, and acknowledging that there are often hidden stories, untold sacrifices behind those grand achievements we celebrate.
It's a reminder to always look deeper.
Absolutely.
To dig beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And to never take anything for granted, especially when it comes to history.
And as we continue to explore space, as we push further into the unknown, it's crucial to remember the lessons of the past.
Okay.
Transparency, accountability, and a profound respect for human life.
Yeah.
These should be the guiding principles of our future endeavors.
I agree.
Not secrecy and the pursuit of victory at any cost.
Well said. That's a powerful message to carry with us.
It is.
As we continue to explore the universe.
Perhaps the most important takeaway from all of this is that the pursuit of knowledge and exploration, while noble and essential, should never be pursued at the cost of human life or the erasure of truth.
Yeah.
It's a reminder to remain vigilant, to question what we're told.
Right.
And to always strive to uncover the full story, even if it's uncomfortable or inconvenient.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a truly fascinating deep dive into one of the most enduring mysteries of the space race.
It has.
We've examined the evidence, explored the theories, and grappled with the ethical implications of what might have happened.
Right.
But ultimately, the truth remains out there.
It does.
Waiting to be discovered. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars.
Okay.
But remember, sometimes the most fascinating stories are hidden in the shadows.